My name is Chandra Woodward, and this is my piece. It's called Ars Memoriae, which is Latin for Art of the Memory. I got the idea for this piece when I was studying philosophy, and the idea of the mind-body split, and how no matter how much scientific research there is, we don't quite understand how memory is either physically or externally located in your body. So this is kind of my visual metaphor for it. So the plywood part, the solid part, is the body, and then the strings that I hand dyed with colors that have a personal memory for me are what hold it up. But the question is does the body give the memory form, or does the memory hold up the body as its own entity? So it's just my visual exploration trying to answer that question.
Awesome.
So my name is Mikael Yurkovich, and I've created this work of art behind me. It's untitled at the moment, but it's based around the idea of life. It's just loosely based on the chaos theory of how one sort of interaction affects another interaction. There's different channels that are sort of activated. Originally it was supposed to be a kinetic piece with a marble that would flow throughout the track. Unfortunately I couldn't get it to work, so at this point it's just a metaphor. Hopefully one day I'll be able to actually get it to sync up and actually work. But yeah, so it's essentially just on the chances of life, how one direction can be something completely different compared to another. Cool. Thank you very much.
So my name's Maddy Nod, and this is my sculpture Rot. Basically, it's meant to confront the viewer in a way that makes them reconsider what they're throwing out on a day-to-day basis. I think in a Western society we take a lot for granted, and we tend to put things out of sight and then out of mind. And I think a lot of our problems snowball out of control, like with that aspect. So I just kind of wanted to raise it and elevate it and make into this beautiful object that people can like kind of enjoy, and then also take the time to contemplate what they're doing with their like the values in the Western society, because I think we do take a lot for granted.
Still moist. It's still kind of wet. It's sticky. It's disgusting. But awesome.
My name is Eric. I'm from Colombia. This is one of my pieces. As you can see, the name of the piece is Lo que no se ve. It translates what you don't see. It's talking about the stereotypes that South American and Latin American people often have to go through. So basically, what I have in here is like a suspending cube. In the middle of the cube, what you can find is actually cocaine that I put in there. The representation of cocaine and why I choose it is because it's a plant that originally is from the Andes region, and what we do with it, a lot of people, a lot of native and aboriginal cultures use this piece, use this plant for different and many different reasons, right? So it's something really traditional for us, and it's really, personally I think it's really awful to see the judgments that are behind this plant, right? And what people do to this plant to become what it is and what you can see. So the piece is connected, is extended by this media device in here that shows the reality of my country and shows how my country, how beautiful it can be. Like it shows the touristic side of it and how I experienced my country when I was back then, but also the war that goes behind the production of cocaine and what it is, and like how many people have lost their lives or have lost their lives because this business, right? So yeah, basically it's just a critic about the stereotypes that we have to go through and the actual meaning of this plant for us and the meaning that the westernized world put into this plant.